Ever wonder why you keep making the same mistake, even though you promised yourself last time you wouldn't? It's not lack of willpower, it's a silent emotional loop in your brain that tricks you into repeating bad choices. Today, I'll show you how it works and how to break it. Psychologists call it an emotional loop. Feelings create thoughts, thoughts fuel actions, and actions trigger the same feelings again. It's a closed cycle. Once you're in it, it feels almost impossible to escape. Let's look at three examples you'll instantly recognize. You feel stressed, so you scroll on your phone to escape. That gives you a tiny dopamine hit. But when you stop scrolling, you're even more stressed about wasted time, which makes you scroll again. That's the loop. Comment if this one feels a little too familiar. You get angry at someone. You replay the argument in your head to justify yourself. Each replay fuels more anger, and soon you're looking for reasons to stay mad. The brain loves loops because they feel consistent, even if they're toxic. Here's the sneakiest one: comfort. You feel anxious, so you avoid the hard task. That avoidance reduces your anxiety temporarily, but tomorrow, the task is even scarier. That relief is the loop's trap. It rewards you now, while setting you up for regret later. Neurologically, this loop lives in the amygdala, which handles emotions, and the striatum, which controls habits. Your brain wires emotions with actions to save energy. Once paired, it runs on autopilot, like a shortcut. The problem is, shortcuts don't care if the outcome is good or bad. Here's a clear example. In a classic psychology experiment, a rat was placed in a box with a lever. Every time it pressed the lever, it got a sugar pellet, a quick hit of pleasure. But when the sugar stopped, the rat didn't quit. It pressed faster, stressed out, desperately chasing the reward. That's the loop. Reward leads to stress, which leads to repeat. Now swap the rat for yourself and the sugar for scrolling on social media, late night snacking, or texting someone you know you shouldn't. Same wiring, same trap. So now that you've seen how the loop works, here's the good news: you can actually break it. And it's simpler than you think. Let me show you three steps. Step 1: name the loop. Sounds small, but it's powerful. The next time you feel that pull, scrolling endlessly, getting sucked into an argument, or avoiding a task, pause and say out loud, "This is the loop." Just naming it gives your brain a moment to step outside the automatic cycle. You'll notice that the urge loses some of its control over you. Step 2: interrupt the pattern. Instead of giving in automatically, replace the autopilot action with something neutral, like standing up, drinking a glass of water, counting backwards from 10, or taking a deep breath. Even a tiny action can stop the loop from spiraling and reset your brain's response. Step 3: use a future anchor. Ask yourself, what choice would future me thank me for? This shifts your focus from short term relief to long term benefit. It bypasses the emotional pull of the loop and gives you the mental space to make a better decision. Name it, interrupt it, anchor it. These three steps give you control over the silent loop. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes to stop repeating bad choices without even thinking about it. The silent loop is tricky because it feels invisible until you spot it. Which loop are you caught in most often? Stress, anger, or comfort? Drop it in the comments. Remember, every time you pause, interrupt, and anchor yourself, you take back control. The loop may be silent, but your awareness is louder. Start noticing it today, and you'll be amazed at how much freer your choices feel.